killed us. I mean, I think we had 2 interceptions in the red zone. And I know our special teams, I mean, it has to be better than that as far as a turnover standpoint. I think 3 times we gave up the ball to our defense inside the 20. I want to say it was the 2 fumbled punt returns and then the long kickoff return. So not close to good enough.
Kyle, was there anything in particular that the Saints were giving you against the run that was giving you problems?
No, I mean, we knew they'd be a challenge going into the game. I mean, I think they're one of the top teams in the league running the ball. And especially, with their backs getting banged up throughout the game and going into the game, we knew it'd be a challenge running the ball today. I was trying to stay balanced as well as I could, so we didn't become one-dimensional and make it tougher on a quarterback and O-line and the turnovers. So I stuck with it as long as I could, but we knew it would be a challenge going in. Wish we'd have got a few bigger runs, so with the, I think, 25 carries we had.
Kyle, you mentioned you thought you might have a chance at this. I'm sure that was contingent upon kind of being mistake-free and if not playing flawless, close to it. I mean, obviously the turnovers were kind of your undoing. Is that right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I knew. I think we all knew we had to play some real good football coming in today. I think the guys. I mean, I was real impressed with their guys, just how hard they're going for it. I mean, but I mean, if you don't get the turnovers fixed, it doesn't matter what our situation is. Hey, I look back at I believe our 4 wins. I think we're like +5 or +8 in turnovers, one of the two, and then in our 5 losses, this being our 6th, I think we're like -10 or something. So huge difference there. I know we're missing some people, but I think if we took care of the ball better today, we would have had a very good chance to be in that game. But we didn't and blew an opportunity there.
Kyle, what explanation, if any, did you get for the roughing the passer call on Contavious Street?
I mean, that's just how he saw it. He said he thought he saw it, and he got some agreement from the refs around him, so that's what they went with. No, it was from. They said they drove him into the ground, and landed on him.
There were 3 muffed punts in this game. Another one that I don't know whether Trent Taylor could have handled differently. Was there a thread, a common thread? Is that a tough place to field punts because of the dome? Did you have any explanation for why that happened today?
You can ask those guys, but no, I don't think so. Trent fair caught it and then let it go, which he didn't tell me that he didn't see it. I think he should have caught it. And then Richie had that and just dropped it at the end. So you can ask them, but not that I knew of.
With that returner position, obviously Brandon Ayuk was prolific in college. Why hasn't he been used at that position?
I mean, he's been out trying to get back healthy and trying to put him back, get him started and going at receiver first. But something we definitely got to look to with what happened today.
Kyle, 2 questions. 1, why did the nickel blitz give your offense so much trouble today? And 2, why did you sit Nick Bones for 1 play?
He was hurting on that play, so we got him out on it and checked him out, and he was better after. And they brought the nickel a bunch. I mean, we had a number of good plays on it, but when we didn't, you saw it. A couple I thought we could have made, and we didn't. Something they did a ton throughout the game. The kid did a real good job of blitzing, and they got us a couple times.
Kyle, obviously every coach always wants a bye week. How badly does your team need it right now, and in what ways do you hope to benefit from?
I mean, I just want to give more time for guys to come back to start with. Hopefully an extra week off. I'm hoping to get at least a couple guys back on offense. And I know we're going to get hopefully one back on defense, maybe more. And not just for them, giving them more time, but also for these guys who have been, I mean, it's a chain reaction. We've had a lot of guys who've had to be out there a lot, some rotational players, things like that, who been carrying the load for way too long. And I got a lot of respect for some of these guys who've just been hanging on. Just even watching like Kerry today, who's been doing it all year. I can just see him out there. They need some rest. They need to get away. We'll have a couple days just to keep guys loose and moving around a little bit so we don't get too far away from football. But this is as much of a needed rest as the team I've been on.
I take it you mean Richard Sherman as the defensive guy. Just wondering about Ronald Blair, whether he's a possibility, and then that running back, obviously, Jermichael Hasty's not going to be available in the near future. Do you still expect Raheem and Tevin Coleman to be back for this Rams game coming up?
I'm hoping they are. I know they got a chance at it, and that's about. I mean, the fact that they got a chance leaves me a lot of hope, and I know it would help a lot. So we're not going to rush them back if they're not ready, though. But hopefully they'll be ready.
Kyle, could you explain the decision to have Tavarius Moore back there with Jimmy Ward, and also was Marcel Harris playing linebacker today instead of Aziz?
I mean, it depends what you call it. You could say we were playing dime out there versus everything, or you could say he's playing the linebacker position. But the main thing, we wanted to get a little bit more speed out there, and we wanted to get Tarvarius on the field. It has absolutely nothing to do against Aziz. I think Aziz's been doing a real good job for us, and I think Marcel's been doing a real good job for us too. You know, he got caught in the post a couple times here over the last few weeks. Getting Tarvarius Moore out on the field, I thought helped. Seemed like it did today, and we keep Marcel focusing on what he does best.
Two more, folks.
You know, someone play doesn't work, and so why'd you call that play? But you know, with where the run game was going, was it a tough decision on that 4th and 1? You know, to hand it to McKinnon, or did you debate that at all?
No, I debate every call, every play. You know, I knew when it was 3rd and 1, I knew we were gonna have 2 downs to get it there. So I was gonna throw on one, run on the other, and I debated for as long as I could which one I wanted to do each one on, and obviously neither of them worked. So I wish I could have had that back.
Kyle, was maybe one of the bright spots in the game the way your defensive line played? It seemed like Javon Kinlaw had really had a decent game.
Yeah, from what I noticed, it seemed like you know, they had a real good game. It seemed like they were getting some pressure on the quarterback. You know, I thought they were put in a number of tough spots and played well. I thought, you know, just as a whole, a bright spot is, you know, I thought our guys were fighting their ass off. And there's no moral victories here, but I knew there was a big challenge going in. I'm sick at how hard they fought, and that